Hello Libra, welcome to your reading for the 25th of April through to the 2nd of March 2026. And as always, it's going to be general, so please take what resonates and leave the rest for someone else. Yeah, and also if any, use your intuition as well, use your own intuition. If any other meanings come up for you, please listen to what your consciousness is telling you, because you are the expert in your own life, okay? And we're going to actually welcome in the archangels now. Ascendant masters, light beings from various collectives that are helping us at the moment. Our higher selves and any animal, ancestral or dragon guides that you feel resonant with, Libra. So let's see what's going to jump out here. I'd also just like to, encourage people to, if you're interested in tarot, to, get yourself a few decks and start throwing the cards around, because, they can be really helpful when it comes to personal growth, helping you to tap into your creativity, intuition, even doing readings for yourself, okay? Helping you to sort of expand your consciousness as well, like once you learn sort of about the symbology. But you can also do intuitive readings, okay? As well, combining your intuition with the meanings. Let's have a look, Libra. We're just going to see what jumps out here. Okay, right. So, well, we have 4 cards. Perfect. 6 of Wands, 7 of Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles, and the Queen of Swords. So this is for something that's happened recently. You've got the 6 of Wands here. So there's something successful that's happened. You've had some success with something. And this is like the 7 of Pentacles is like you're kind of consolidating, or maybe what you're doing is you're questioning this idea of success. You've had success in one way of thinking, whatever that might be. Maybe it's material success. But you're sort of reflecting on that whole concept of success, and maybe you're kind of asking yourself, is there more to my success potentially that I could be experiencing? Because everyone has a different definition of what success means, okay? Let's have a look at your current energy. So I think maybe recently people have been recognizing how good you are at something here, Libra, and you're kind of acknowledging that, and I guess, you'd be grateful for that recognition, but you're also reflecting on that whole, on that experience, or on that, maybe it's a job that you've been doing for a number of years, maybe you're reflecting on that. Let's have a look, how many do we have? Okay, let's take the first 4. We've got the 6 of Wands, the Empress, Queen, and Queen of Swords, and we'll pop this one back in there. These were the first 4 that popped out. So in your current energy, Libra, you have the 6 of Swords and the Empress. So I think you're feeling fairly in control of things generally, and you're probably feeling abundant. You're in a great position to be able to, offer people help, financial help or something, or practical help. But you're also nurturing, you're grounded, okay? But there's this 6 of Swords here where you're sort of moving towards something else that is, peace, harmony, and balance. Well, maybe this is what you're moving towards here. I think we're going to read it this way. Is that there's something about this 6 of Wands energy that is sort of successful, okay? And you're probably happy enough with that. Or perhaps not. But I think maybe you're looking to even raise the bar a bit, so shall we say, and kind of moving into Empress energy, which is kind of success plus, right? And maybe this is what you're doing here. You're kind of feeling like, now you're wanting to move towards this Empress energy. So maybe it's about going into business for yourself, or maybe you're going to be helping other people with something. General direction moving forward. Interesting is that you have awakening here. So maybe the Empress for you, Libra, is sort of about your sovereignty, or like a more empowered state. I mean, the Six of Wands is success, okay? It's not necessarily full like soul empowerment, but it's kind of, it's good, right? It's good. But I think seeing as the underlying theme is kind of like awakening, there's something higher that you're stepping up into. And it is the Queen, here's the Queen of Swords as well. Okay, so, and this is probably this idea of you aligning your masculine and feminine aspects, being able to make decisions in alignment with your heart space, with your soul, with that water element. Okay, all the queens have water in them, water kind of element in the symbology. So it's like this is sort of this, there's going to be an underlying theme is that there's going to be some decisions maybe that you're going to need to make, or some adjustments or tweaks that you're going to be making so that you can move into this higher frequency version, or into like an ascension, an awakening. It could be a spiritual awakening, but I have a feeling for you, Libra, it's very grounded as well, because I feel this is what you're awakening into, this Empress energy. Let's have a look at your general direction moving forward. Interesting, yeah, you've got the Queen of Swords again. So, and there's going to be, this is like the juggling. Okay, you're going to be integrating new things, bringing a new thing in. So, adding in some new ideas, maybe, you know, and maybe you're going to need to be flexible. Maybe you're going to have to be, you know, with regard to making decisions with regard to your schedule, okay? Your activities, maybe if you're wanting to move into this Empress energy, there's something that you may need to, you know, maybe you're going to be learning something, or, you know, creating some creative kind of processes that you're going to do that are going to help you to do that. But this Queen of Swords again, so there's this heart-aligned decision-making, heart-aligned process that you're going to be engaging in as things move forward. Well, let's have a look at your outcome as well. Yeah, maybe you're going to be juggling two ways of working, or two main things in your life, perhaps moving forward as well. Two of Swords, the Ace of Swords, Three of Swords, and the King of Swords. Wow, Libra, this is a lot of air. So this, I think, is all to do with sort of consciousness, communication. Two of Swords, there is sort of going to be, there's going to be like a lot of potential or higher consciousness stuff coming in for you that I think maybe at times, you know, it might sort of put you into not full like paralysis, but in terms of your consciousness, it might sort of be, I was going to say mind-blowing, but it might be like potentially overwhelming at times. You've got the King of Swords here in your challenge, which is air of air. And this can certainly be like a bit of paralysis by analysis at times. You do like to weigh things up, Libra. So you're going to be, the outcome is that Two of Swords, you're definitely going to be weighing things up here. And there's going to be like a higher consciousness or a new idea or something that comes in to help you to get clear. And maybe this is what the higher consciousness is going to be. It's going to help you with clarity. And I have a feeling maybe you're going to oscillate between like indecision and clarity, okay? Which is, you know, as we up in frequency, that's kind of probably part of the teething things, you know, as we up our frequency, we're going to be, you know, fluctuating in our states of consciousness. Three of Swords is talking about healing. This is in something that you may not be aware of or a potential challenge area. And I guess what you may not be aware of here, Libra, is that this air of air or analysis may be something that you need to heal from. So, and you're the best judge of this, right? So if you procrastinate a lot, okay, there's something, there could possibly be a reason as to why you're doing that. And it may be an energy that maybe you would consider dissolving or releasing over time, because you also have the indecision of the Two of Swords here. But at the same time, you have clarity as well with the Ace, right? Or with the higher consciousness. So, yeah, so it could just be saying that there's something about this, you know, if this is paralysis by analysis, if you find yourself, Libra, at times, or maybe a lot of the time, you know, if that resonates, that, you know, you have issues making decisions, or you're not sure what to do, this or that, or that, or that. It's kind of that there's something about that you might need to investigate or look at healing or doing something. We're going to get spirit guidance. Let's just stop talking and get some spirit guidance. I'm going into paralysis by analysis. Let's have a look. Yeah, because sometimes when we get caught up in the mind a lot, okay, that intellectualization, it can be a type of defense mechanism or a way to avoid doing other things, or, you know, that's not always the case, right? And you, like I said, you're the expert in your own life here, Libra. This might not be applying to you, but it may do. So let's have a look here. Spirit, we need some guidance for Libra, and we have 3 cards, so I think we'll go with those. Eight of Pentacles, Ace of Swords again, and the Sun. Oh, wow, okay. So the Eight of Pentacles is a very practical, creative, meaningful thing to be doing, like working on a project or a type of job role or something. So I feel like what Spirit's saying here is that if you find yourself in the mind a lot and you're having indecision and you're not sure about things, is to really just basically shift your state of consciousness, like go into a different Ace of Swords here, and do something practical. Just do something that you find, you know, it could be purposeful. Like maybe you're like, well, I really need to go work in my garden, or yeah, I should kind of maybe just go and clean my vehicle, my car, or something really kind of, you know, something that has meaning, that's kind of purposeful, practical, or even something creative. You know, like maybe you're going to teach yourself a new creative skill, because this is the way that we shift the that mental energy. We kind of draw our focus down into the body, you know, focusing on higher consciousness. And here we have the Sun, which is just great. And this could be another thing, to literally go out in the sunshine, okay, catch some of those rays like this person's doing here. And it's like a full body kind of activation, right? So Spirit's saying, if you're kind of up in the mind, just go outside, put your bare feet on the earth, ground, receive those solar energies, okay? Because the new higher consciousness, it's not just about meditating and being in the woohoo and all that. It's actually going to be, it's like DNA, cellular, full mind, body, spirit kind of stuff going on, okay? And Spirit's kind of reminding you here, this is earth, okay? Earth, grounding. And, you know, your consciousness is always there, which is the awesome thing. But we're coming into a more holistic kind of vibration when we up our frequency, okay? And this is what the Empress is talking about here as well. I think you're feeling into this at the moment. This is your current energy, Libra. Very grounded, but also the Empress is actually quite a spiritual card, okay? She's kind of grounded, a bit like the Star, which is, we've got the Sun here. Okay, this is grounded, but really source connection, feeling into the high frequency, and just feeling joy, happiness, confidence, radiance, okay, with the sun, which is very much a very abundant feeling like the Empress, okay? But I've got to say, the sun is the most radiant energy in the whole tarot deck, okay? So Libra, yeah, that's awesome. And there we have it as well, you know, like moving into that Empress energy. Yeah, because you're definitely making some, you sort of, I think you're aligning with your spiritual, creative, intuitive self now. You've got your Queen of Swords and with your emotions as well. King of Pentacles. Yes, it is. So this is about abundance as well. But isn't that interesting? The King of Swords, which is air of air, and here we have the air of earth. So it's a reminder to ground your energy, Libra. Eight of Cups. So this is walking towards something that's more fulfilling. And I have a feeling that's kind of what's happened recently is like, you know, you've had some success. People have recognized that you're, you know, you're cool, you're awesome, you're good at what you do. But you're kind of wanting to, like these cups, there's nothing wrong with them. But you're kind of just looking for that little extra bit of meaning, fulfillment, and possibly, you know, some maybe, you know, if you haven't been doing a lot of spiritual creative stuff, maybe you're going to be doing some more of that. Once again, I want to suggest, you know, getting yourself some tarot cards because they're a whole lot of fun. They're very creative and spiritual as well. Temperance, yeah. So once again, this moderation, discipline. And when we, you know, Libra, if this applies to you about being a lot in the mind, you know, with indecision and things like that, is to, once you notice the mind kind of churning, try to not, is to apply some temperance to it, which is, okay, I'm going to allow myself to think about this for the next half an hour or an hour, and then I'm going to go do something else. I'm going to go do something practical, something that is meaningful and purposeful, that's sort of tactile. Okay, or activating the body, maybe doing some physical exercise and that type of thing. And this person here is actually walking, which is interesting. So maybe going outside for a walk. Yeah. Which, you know, it takes the energy out of the head. And also, yeah, focusing on the breath as well. And here we have the Two of Pentacles again. That's interesting. So I feel like, Libra, that this is a call, you know, you're going to be, I guess, moving into this energy of creative adaptability, like being flexible in mind, body, spirit, with your emotions, with your whole outlook, and sort of being open to new things as well, but also integrating this higher frequency version of yourself, or integrating this new energy that I think you've been feeling into here. You know, we keep coming back to the Empress and the Sun, like that's, you know, really high frequency. But you also got your Queen of Swords here. This is you applying your, combining your intellect, your ability to analyze, Libra, with your heart, your soul, okay? And you're making alignment, decisions in alignment with both of those things, okay? Not just one of them. We're going to grab now a Lemurian Star Child Oracle for you. We'll just do shuffle one more. And we'll take that off the top. And here we have portals. Wow. And maybe this is what you've experienced. You know, this Empress energy. And I think it's been really peaceful. I think you've had a really peaceful, harmonious experience, abundant kind of experience here. Portals. Doorways into now, letting go of the warrior. Isn't that interesting? That's like almost like a play on the word warrior, because it's like, well, if you think about things a lot, that can be translated into a worry energy, or like an anxiety energy, or like, you know, yeah, even stress. But it's letting go of that. But this is the actual warrior here as well, the W, the fighting type of warrior. So, you know, letting go of that mindset as well. Which I think is what you're doing here, Libra, because you're moving into this Six of Swords energy. Doorways into now, yeah, becoming present. And that's another thing too with this air of air. Sometimes a lot of snowballing thought can sort of take you back into the past, a lot of, you know, worrying about that, or procrastinating, worrying about the future, okay? But it's about coming back into the now. That is going to help with the higher consciousness. And this could be why Spirit's popped this in here. This could be like higher consciousness becoming present into the now. Sun is very much like that, an inner child energy, very present, okay, in the moment. Yeah, activating your wonder and delight at something, okay. Yeah, so that's awesome for you, Libra. I really like this reading for you. I think it's cool and it all makes sense, I think, I hope. So I think we will wrap it up there, and yeah, I look forward to your next reading. In the meantime, have a great day, fantastic week, and see you again soon. Bye for now.